people start to realize our differences aren't as big as they seem.
I couldn't really understand the magnitude of what was going on.
I know a lot of people were affected.
You know, it's still that divide.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network and Wish TV, this is Our City, Our Voice.
You look a lot different at it.
Everybody was kind of spinning about what it was and what was happening.
Everything's changed.
Everything's changed.
Well, the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs reports that veterans are more likely to develop post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, than civilians.
And whether it's war zone deployment, training accidents, or military sexual trauma, at some point, 7 out of 10 veterans will have PTSD, and that rate nearly doubles among female veterans. With more on this topic is our friend, Dr. Conor Hogan. Welcome, Dr. Hogan.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, the image of a war veteran or even an active member, service member, is strong, of course, capable and healthy. And the research shows that the stigma that has developed around PTSD and mental health within the military. Can you tell us more about that? Because my father is actually a military. He's retired, but he has PTSD very bad. Could you tell us about the stigma surrounding all that?
Absolutely. Well, it actually comes from not just the outside in with regard to society looking at veterans, but also from veterans themselves. There's a big ongoing study right now from Veteran Affairs, and they've looked at 13 so far. Now, I'm sure, even though 13 seems to be a very small number, 13 males, in fact, but I'm sure they've gone very deep in the conversation with them about this stigma. But it's so large in their minds, and here's what we got to think, is that when you have this post-traumatic stress disorder, you're already stressed. So if you're actually speaking with somebody about this stigma, it's going to trigger things, and more anxiety and more stress is going to come. But yet they've communicated that they're less likely to look for help, and in fact, they'll delay it if they can. So it's huge, I think.
Yeah. And so Veterans Day is this Saturday. So people are going to be reaching out to veterans. How do you reach out to them where it's not intimidating, or where it opens up that line of communication where they don't feel so odd about it?
I think that's really an excellent question. I think what we need to do is that we look at these veterans and we put them up on platforms, and that's a fantastic thing to do. But we really need to know that their service has been done. Now they're back home. They're going into a society that we are the leaders in. And so I think as human beings, we need to stop, put down our phones, put down everything we're doing, and just try and see it from their point of view. Be huge on empathy. Just realize that you have to relax when somebody is stressed.
Yes, believe me, I know all about that. And what kind of PTSD treatments would you say are available for military veterans and also for their families?
Well, that's the problem as well coming out of the study, is that the people that have been looked at, have been interviewed and so on, they don't feel there's enough care being given by the veterans to the veterans, and they're less likely to seek this as well.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Hogan, for all of your expertise and insight. And to learn more about Dr. Conor, visit allindiana.tv.
Discover more at wishtv.com. And when you follow Wish TV on Facebook, check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.